Hey guys, before we start the video, I want to show you these images. The automated bird feeder I have is triggered by motion, and this is what it captured while I was in bed sleeping this morning. What do you think it is? Because I have no idea. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well today. I'm Taffany, and I am heading to my courtyard garden this morning because I am going to be doing some planting back here. Again, this is a garden that has been kind of empty, not kind of, but empty for years. And when I say for years, I'm speaking before we moved into the house. Yeah, it's just been, I think, a neglected space, and I turned it into a courtyard. When we moved in, it was empty back here. It was muddy, it was growing moss, and it just had nothing. It was holding water. So after working the area, I found a couple of drains, and then I laid the gravel walkway and made the beds, and that has alleviated so much of the buildup of water back here, and made it pretty at the same time. So last season, as I finished it up, it just stayed empty, and I focused on trying to finish up the vegetable garden and getting out shrubs and perennials to, you know, get my foundation plantings established in the back garden there. And I saved this portion, rather, not that portion, but this portion of the garden for this season. And I really want to get it all done early in the season so we can enjoy it. So that's a quick story of the courtyard garden. And right now, this morning, the weather is so comfortable, and it's just a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful, we've had several beautiful days now, and it is officially spring. So we are going to do some planting. So let me show you the plants that I got for back here. And I've been playing around trying to figure out what to do with them, because I bought things that looked good, and some, marigolds I knew I wanted back here for planting in between the spinach for, natural pesticide. But I didn't really know what I wanted to put back here. I did have an idea, but I knew it might change based on what I could get my hands on here in the Houston area. But I did find some things. So let me show you what I have and kind of show you what I've been playing with, and we'll figure out where to put these things. But I'm excited to get some things planted. So let me show you down here what I have. We have another visitor, and I'm not sure what kind of duck it is. It is a red or orangey beak. You see a couple of them up there. Brown with a white streak on the side, orange legs. I'm not sure which one that is, but pretty neat. Let's see if we can get the second one. It's kind of behind the chimney there. There we go. All right, well, our roofs are the duck roofs for the next few weeks here in this neighborhood. All right, back to the planting. So I wanted yellow, and they had one full flat of yellow. It looks like this weekend people were there shopping and just kind of, they, really bought so much. They were low on a lot of things by the time I went there on Monday. So I got one full yellow, and this one's partially yellow, and then I've got a smaller one that's all yellow. So my colors that I wanted to do back here, if you remember from the video that I did a few weeks ago where I talked about my plans for this courtyard garden, everything was yellows and whites, creamy whites mostly. So yeah, the marigolds, I got what I could. I got 2 pink angelonia, which I don't know if they'll go back here or not. And I've got this gorgeous flower here. Look at that. It's pretty. And it is called Bracteantha sombrero yellow. So that is very pretty. And then I've got tricolor sage, because this is converting into a formal kitchen garden, and I don't have any sage anywhere in the garden. I did last year. I always plant sage every season because we cook with our herbs and everything. So I got 4 tricolor sage. I've got this grass, which I thought was cute. It stuck out to me, called Cypress prolifera Cleopatra, and it says it grows to 28 inches, or basically just 2 feet, or just a little over 2 feet tall. And they only had one of this creamy white salvia, so I'm gonna go to another one of their garden centers, and it grows 10 to 12 inches tall, 8 to 10 inches wide. I'm gonna go to another one of their garden centers and see if they have more to fill in the empty spaces. But this is kind of a layout that I came up with for here. I even thought about the, grasses being in here and just using everything to plant this section and that section, just filling it in with all of this stuff and at least having these parts filled in. But I don't know, I kind of like it there too. So we're gonna start planting. I'm gonna get the marigolds in first, and I'll figure out if I want to focus on the circle or stick these grasses and things here in this bed and that bed, and just kind of focus on at least getting this side with the fence filled in. I don't know yet, we'll see. But let's get planting. Guys, there's a whole flock of ducks up on the roof now. Let me show you. Look at all those ducks. And here comes another one landing. So I basically have the whole family up there on my roof right now. Alright guys, so everything is planted in, so let me show you what it looks like because I think it is looking good. So I am starting here at the back and we'll take a look at the circle bed first. So what I used in the circle bed is the tricolor sage, the Cleopatra grass. I went ahead, I know Angelonia gets pretty big, and I may have to try to trim it to keep it kind of controlled here, but it doesn't get too big, and I went ahead and put it here. I think it will look good, and I have to get more of the salvia here. I just think that white salvia is so pretty, and I wanted to put 4 of them back here, but we'll try with the Angelonia and get 1 more of the salvia. Or maybe I'll get 3 more just in case I decide to change my mind on the Angelonia. But tell me what you guys think about having the Angelonia here. But that is what is circling the main center. Hopefully I can get whatever centerpiece I am wanting for back here this year. We'll see. But the main thing is to get the plantings done. So look at the little heads on that grass. That is so unique. So cute. So that is the circle bed. Now we'll start over here with this bed. I put in the marigolds in all of the outer beds, as you can see. And I'm going to get something to put on each side of the evergreen because right now they're small, so that I've got time for the next few years to use different things to fill in closer to the evergreen there. So we can kind of highlight the juniper with flowers at its base. So I'll figure something out for that. Now over here, I dug up that hosta that was growing up right in here. And I've got marigolds around here, working around that drain. And one thing I've noticed is this, and this oregano, in spite of getting watered just as equally as all the others, are struggling. So I'm going to see what happens. You know, when you do a divide and transplant, not everything will make it, but these are pretty resilient. So we'll see what comes up from there. So there we go. So when we come to this one, I've got 3 marigolds in here because I did not want to put one there because I know the oregano will touch and fill in that whole little narrow section. Same with over there, but I suppose I could. See, I have this edging here, which I probably need to move. I don't have edging here, which is what made it easier to put another marigold there, kind of back some though, so that it doesn't kind of get in the way of when the oregano touches. And I might do the same there and stick an extra marigold kind of right where the edging is, just pull that edging up. We'll see. But I've got 3 here, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 marigolds here. And again, we'll get some things to put around the base of the Blue Point juniper, and whatever we pick will be taller, so they'll have some height and interest. It could even be more Angelonias because they do so good for us here. But as I come out, my neighbor is starting to work over there, so we'll work quickly. But as I come out, you can see the center bed now. And you can see the pops of yellow sticking up there. And as I step over here, you can see the pops of yellow sticking up there as well. It's gorgeous, guys, and it's coming along so nicely. I love it. Okay guys, so I stopped for a minute and I took the edging out around there, and I put 1 more marigold. Sorry for the noise, they're working behind me, but I put another marigold there. So now you can see that it looks good and it makes sense and it matches here. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 marigolds on this side now. So, one last look. It's beautiful, guys. We brought life to the courtyard garden. Exciting! All right, that is it for today. I want to thank you for joining me in the garden, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!